Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Snags it. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He might want another play. They'll run play action. Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Lagway. Touchdown, Florida! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll go to the ground. Slithers into space. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but This is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he goes out of bounds at the end of the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. To throw, it's Lagway. Moving out of the pocket. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Attempt at a return. Looking to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Buys a little time. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to throw it again. Steps away. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And the Gators are rolling down the field. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. quarterback adapted. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
At the 40, there he goes. Wide open spaces.
Yo, use somebody else, bro. Use somebody else, bro.
Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day.
Yeah, you're just weird,
What a
bro.
ball game.
Learn some respect.
Looking for the 2-point try. Trying to punch it in. He's in there for the deuce, and they extend the lead to 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Slings it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the
You have a dad, bro? You have a dad? You have a father?
What a play there.
All right, yeah, just making sure.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down.
I'm not going to quit because I know respect, and you don't. You go for 2, you fucking do onside kicks. You're lame, bro. You're weird.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's got it down.
Dude, if it was reversed, you would have quit after throwing 1 interception. I already know, bro.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that
Okay,
second down
all
call.
right. Yeah,
Getting
you
it to
know
the
you're
back,
wrong.
letting him find a way to go
You know
get
you're wrong.
first.
Alabama
Yeah, okay,
comes to the
all right.
line with a first and goal.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man.
I'm not mad about anything. I'm just mad that you're not respectful at all. You know, some respect, bro.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air, and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Lagway. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Here comes the heat. Complete out of the backfield. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to buy time. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver.
Turning it on! Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Wants to throw again. Gets rid of it. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Florida! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Simpson. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Took care of it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The play action fake. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you...
He lobs one high down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Miller with the ball. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll try to take it back.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
They go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Might be calling a hot route. Now adjusting. He'll get rid of it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The Gators will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Florida! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such...
And under pressure, and he can't get it away, and they won't be able to add to this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Finds a man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision. There he goes. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got it in stride inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying play action. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown time!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to pass. It's Flagway. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. He's now over 150 yards on the day. They're finding ways to get him the ball, much like the Gators did in 07, getting it to Percy Harvin, who had 100-yard receiving games and 100-yard rushing games that year.
He was just such a weapon. When you got weapons, you learn how to use them, and you learn how to deploy them in all kinds of different ways. If I'm Florida, continue to find ways to find that guy, because whether it's zone, man, whatever, he wins.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Defense not showing press coverage. Off play action on first down. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Cuevas. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. To the air, it's Simpson. Makes the catch. doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On the run, still looking. Oh, better look out. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds.
Yo, take this L, bro. Take this L. Take this L. Take the L. You're about to lose. You're about to lose. That's why you don't trash talk in the first quarter. That's why you don't trash talk in the first quarter. That's why you don't trash talk in the first quarter. Yo, you're gonna lose. 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 You're gonna lose.
And save as much time as possible. So now it's
You gonna quit? You gonna quit? Aww. Are you gonna quit? Come on, it's okay.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Gators will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Punt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's taking a deep shot. The ball hits the ground.
GG's. Good game. That was a good game.
This thing is over, an absolutely heartbreaking loss. A hostile environment.
If you're too scared to admit that, it's fine. It's fine. I get it. It's okay. But it's a good game.
Well-prepared team, so how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able